Now, before I get into this, you guys will be like, where is my Bleach review? And yes, it will be coming soon. I've been saying this for weeks now, but it'll be coming soon. And I'm almost done watching the next arc of Bleach, so I'm definitely gonna go and review that soon. Most probably expected by the end of the next week, I would say. But let's just talk about Bungou Stray Dogs because I just got the news that season 3 is coming. I didn't even know that actually because I when I was checking out for new anime coming out this season, like the next season, Bungo Stray Dogs was one of them, and I was like, I want to watch that again because I watched that series a long time ago. Like literally when it was released, that was when I watched the series, and I was a huge fan of the series back then. So to see the series come back, and recently the movie. I didn't even watch the movie, which I do want to watch. Dead Apple. I definitely want to watch that movie. That's the only thing that I haven't watched about Bungo Stray Dogs so far. Otherwise, most of the things, season one, season two, I watched both of them. But let's just begin with talking about the characters. Now, I'm gonna go with Bungo Stray Dogs the way I did with Mob Psycho, and that's like go 3 episodes each. So I'm just gonna go through episode 1, 2, 3, and then next video you'll see episode 4, 5, 6, just like that. So I'm just gonna go heads up with that. And straight away, I'm gonna start off by saying I freaking love Dazai. I love him as a character. Like he's that type of character which can bring smile to your face. That's just the simple way to put Dazai's character, and that's the reason why I love him. Like he's a suicidal maniac. Don't get me wrong. That guy is not right in his head. But who is right in the head in the whole office of this whole thing? So like the supernatural agency is just it's unnatural. So let's be honest here. But anyways, love Dazai's character just in general because he's that type of character which could bring a smile to your face, and I actually love him for that. I actually love Dazai's character and the way he looks, his character design, and the way he handles the situation every time I've seen him. So yeah, one of the main characters, Dazai, I really love him for what it is, and he's one of my favorite characters, and there's a reason why he's on my cover. Like, let's be honest here, Dazai is one of the best characters ever made in all anime. Come on, you have to be honest here. Like, come on, let's just be honest here. Anyways, other than that, let's also talk about things that are in the series, and one of the big things that are in the series is supernatural powers, and basically, it's like a secret agency with supernatural powers and evil people with supernatural powers. That's a simple way to put this world. It's basically how this world works. It is the basic knowledge of this world. And each of these powers are unique to themselves. Each of these power are pretty unique for each and every individual character. For example, main character Atsushi, he basically has the power to transform into a werewolf, were tiger. I was about to say werewolf, but were tiger, and his power is called Beast Under the Moonlight. I think so. That's what his power is called. I may be completely wrong about it, but I think so. That's what it is called. But yeah, Atsushi has this power to turn into a were tiger. So, that's a power that could be with someone. But one of the most OP powers Dazai's, and that's no human touch. Basically, he can reverse anyone's form back to normal, anyone's power back to normal. Like, and I think so. That's an ability that pretty much everybody is gotta want. Like, wanna like they've gotta have that kind of power. Like, that's one of the most OP broken powers that could be in this world, at least. So, yeah. Now, I remember what the power of the guy on the left is. I do remember his power. I also know what Doppo Poet is because he does use that power. I don't remember the girl's power right now, and I do remember the Rain Man's power. So there were some powers, and yeah, the guy on the left, he doesn't have many powers because that's revealed way later on in the series. but I already spoiled it. So I'm thinking everybody has watched Bungo Straight Out at this point, and I'm like, let's spoil for them. You know what? So I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna get a hate comment for spoiling that already. So, yeah. Anyways, this is basically the agency. This is basically who work under the government and hunt down supernatural uh beings and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the first episode. That's how we get introduced to the characters. And the way they introduce the characters is also pretty cool because they don't introduce these characters straight away. They do introduce Dazai and I don't remember the blonde hair guy, so I'm just gonna call him the Doppo poet guy. So yeah, they do introduce them both early on in the main character because Dazai is the main character and also Atsushi is the main character, so they have to introduce him. Atsushi is the underdog main character, while Dazai is the experienced main character, if I had to put it like that. So that's the reason why they introduce them early on. Makes sense because the main character needs to be introduced early on in the series. So that but what I really like about this series, I'm not going to talk much about episode 2 because episode 2 was just fun and giggles for me, to be honest, because that whole situation was just funny to me. That's the reason why I'm not going to talk much about episode 2. But I'm going to talk about episode 3 because this is where it's like they actually give not only the this is one of the reasons why I love these series, okay? I love Bungou Stray Dogs for this reason. And that's because they actually give the the side characters development rather than the main character only. Because most of the series, it's just, oh, we got the main character, we got the side characters. Okay, we gotta give side characters some kind of development, but we're gonna put them on the sidelines. But here we actually see the side character do something, which is actually strangle this lady, which is not which doesn't happen pretty successfully, but still, it's pretty much what happens. But we do see side characters actually get some kind of development throughout the series, which I will be talking about a lot coming on to the later episodes, because in the later episodes, a lot of characters get development. It's not just this certain characters. Reminds me of Kekai Sensen in a lot of way, because Kekai Sensen is one of the series that I do want to review, and I will definitely review it. Kekai Sensen, most probably once I'm done with Bungo Stray Dogs, I'll be reviewing Kekai Sensen. So Kekai Sensen is one of the series that I want to review, and it reminds me a lot of that when it comes to Bungo Stray Dogs, because eh, these two series are the series that actually give us actually pay attention to the side characters also, rather than just the main characters, because Bungo Stray Dogs actually does give side characters a lot of development, which I appreciate Bungo Stray Dogs for doing it. It is a pretty good series for that reason, and I actually love it for that specific reason. And I will love any series that gives major character development to side characters, because I love character development in any series, because without character development, a series feels very empty. Characters make a series, so it's obvious why I actually love character development throughout the whole uh, throughout any kind of anime, especially even if it's a side character, because it does show a lot of things. So yeah, we also get introduced to the main villain of the series, if I had to put it. He is kind of the main villain of the series, if I had to put it. Kinda. I'm not gonna say he's completely main villain, but he's kind of the main villain of the series, if I had to put it, because I'm not sure who the main villain is yet, because they keep on they changed it in season second, because it was in the second season, it was past of the Zai and everything. But through what I know, I don't think so. He's the main villain. The main villain is yet to come. That's what I'm just gonna be saying. But I'll once I get to the later episodes, I'll understand, because I kind of don't remember what happens at the end of Bungo Stray Dogs. I remember very blandly what happens at the store at the end of Bungo Stray Dogs. I remember the middle parts of it, surprisingly, because I do remember a lot of stuff that happened in the middle part. That is 4, 5, 6. I do remember a lot of stuff that happened during those episodes, but I don't remember what happens at the end of the first season, or I don't remember what happens at the start of the second season. I just remember this Dazai's past and everything. So surprisingly, I just remember the starting 6 episode of Bungo Stray Dogs, surprisingly, while I don't remember that well what happens at the end of Bungo Stray Dogs season 1, because I don't I know Atsushi and this guy fight at the end of Bungo Stray Dogs season 1, but I don't remember that well what happens. I think it's a fight or a go. I may be wrong. I may be completely wrong about it. Or was it a fight to save Atsushi? I may be completely wrong about it. All right, but I don't remember that well. We'll get to that point, and then I'll speak about it. But so far, this is what I think about the first three episodes of Bungou Stray Dogs. They're straight up impressive for what the series is, because first three episodes you already got side character developed, a side character, even though it's an incest side character. I'm good with that too. Good development just in general. And we also get an introduction to the villain and everything, the main villain and everything of the series, most probably. And a lot of stuff happens in the first episode of the series, like the first three episodes of the series, and that's what made me cling to the series, because the first three episodes were so interesting that I was like, damn, I had to take that series. I had to take that series in my hand because that's a good series to watch. So yeah, that's the reason why I love Bungo Stray Dogs for what it is. Anyways, let me know what you think about this episode of Bungo Stray Dogs, the first three episodes, and I'll see you in the next videos. Always, peace.